Hello everyone and welcome to Bullet Journaling with Eva. Today I am going to show you how you can draw a turtle and how you can color it with watercolor pencils. And actually, one of you requested this tutorial recently, so thank you for the idea and I hope you will enjoy recreating it with me. Here we will start with material first. As you can see, I already placed everything here. I am not completely sure that I will use all of these materials because we will design this spread all together. But I want to show you this ruler that I bought in Malta during my vacation. And I really like these little cats that are all around it. And as you can see, I don't know who made this one. I found it in a souvenir shop, so I can't tag it or mention it in the description down below. What you will need is a pencil and eraser. This is something that you will need to draw a turtle. And then I will use these brushes, water and some paper to dab the brush. And some aquarelle pencils and of course a bullet journal. And here I have some acrylic markers as well. Let me just put everything aside and tell you what we are going to design today. So, what my spread is going to look like. Let me check just which one is the right one. Okay, here. We will design a spread that will contain 10 days, 6 on the left and 4 on the right, starting with Friday, which is today because today is the 1st of August. Then, here at the bottom right part, I will add a decoration and one quote that I will share with you later in the video. We will start with a drawing of the turtle and I will show you step by step how you can draw a turtle and how you can color it. The first thing that I will do, I will measure what is the third of my page. And I found out that is 7 centimeters. I will mark these so I know where I should draw my turtle. First of all, you will start with an oval. And that oval should be the shell of your turtle. Place it somewhere so you can still add a head and some flippers as well. I'm just drawing a small rounded oval. Then we will draw a smaller oval. And if you are looking from the top, you will draw the smaller oval exactly in the middle. So this is what we will do. But if you want to add some depth to your drawing, you can add that oval, for example. If you are watching the turtle from the left bottom corner, then of course you can add that oval somewhere here or even out of the oval that you already have. So we have that perspective here, but I will erase this because, as I mentioned, I'm going to draw a turtle from the top. We are looking at the turtle from the top. I am drawing a smaller oval inside of my bigger one. And the next step is something that can help you have the right proportion. And this is to find the middle of your shell and just draw a small line that is going through that shell. And this is where you will draw the head and the tail of your turtle. I will start with drawing a head. I will just draw this simple limb shape and we will then later add some details. Then I will add 4 flippers and they should be a little bit longer than the head but still not too long. And as you can see, I am trying to make them look the same. I'm just adding some wiggly lines, but we will work on these flippers even further. So we will add more details and we will trace them once again. But now I'm just showing you where to draw these limbs. Then I will add hind flippers. and then a little tail at the bottom part of the shell. Okay, so now we have the rough sketch of our turtle, and I'm using light pressure for this part. Now I'm going to add more pressure and add some more details. As you know, turtles have this part where their nose is supposed to be a little bit pointy, so you should do that. And also it's important, or for me it's important, to draw the eye at the beginning of the sketch, so I know exactly what my turtle is going to look like and where it is looking. But this is a step that you can add at the end. This is just something I really want to have at the beginning. And now let's work on 4 flippers. Let's start with the one that is on the top, because this one already has a shape that I'm okay with. But we will need to work a little bit more on the flipper that is at the bottom. So I'm just adding that wiggly shape there as well. Okay, now we will start working on that shell. But before that, I need to move this hind flipper a little bit to the right, just like that. I will first add some wiggly lines here and the hind flippers as well, and now let's work on the details. Here we are going to draw little hexagons that are all on the top of each other. If you want your turtle to look more natural, you can skip this part, or you can just add some cloudy shapes that are uneven. This is also how they could look. But I really like adding these hexagons here because it makes it look like it's supposed to. Then I'm going to use my oval, smaller oval, to add some hexagon-shaped parts around it, so it's not going to be an oval anymore. When I am done with this, I'm going to add some lines that are connecting my hexagons in the middle with the line that is around them, something like this. And as you can see, this already looks like a shell of a turtle. Then we are going to add these little trapezoids around it. But the thing that you need to focus on is that you should never, or at least try not to, connect these lines of these trapezoids with the lines of your hexagons. So it looks more natural like this. And you are drawing them to be a little bit ovally shaped, so we don't have those rough edges. And our shell is done. Now let's work on flippers. As you know, turtles have these rough edges on the top part of their flippers, but it is soft underneath. So let's draw these little clouds just on the top of the flipper. And let's do the same with the front flipper at the bottom. I'm just drawing small wiggly lines that are not completely connected to each other, so there is some space in between them. And also, our front flippers are done. Now we are going to add a pointy thing as a nose of our turtle. And then again little clouds around the eye as well as the head of our turtle. At the neck we are going to add some lines that will show the skin wrinkles because the turtle is facing us. And we will do the same as we did with front flippers, with hind flippers. So just adding small little cloudy shaped things on the top of them. Okay, now here we have our turtle completely drawn. Now the thing that I will do is that I will erase the line that is in the middle. If you want to, you can first outline this with any point liner, but I'm still deciding if I want to outline it at all or not. And I don't know if this marker is good enough to take the amount of water I will use, so I decided just to skip this part. And I know I'm going to slightly erase everything just to have these lines a little bit softer, but I still want you to see what I draw here. This is how I will leave it. And now let's color it. I will start with this light brown. As you can see the barcode of it. I'm going to color the whole turtle with this light brown. And as you can see, I have some gray coloring from when I went over everything with my eraser, so I will just apply this pigment of light brown on entire turtle and outline where the outlines are. And if you can see some changes in light, it's really cloudy today where I live, so this is why there are some changes in light. Okay, now when I'm done with the light brown, now let's work on the shell. I like to start with this yellow, and I like placing a generous amount of pigment of that yellow in the middle of each part of the shell that is inside of the smaller oval, not in the parts that are outside of that oval. The reason for this is I want to think that this is how the shell would look like if the sun is reflected from it. Now I will take this darkest blue that I have here and I'm going to outline each hexagon with it, applying a generous amount of pigment while outlining it, and then just smoothly adding the pigment around that yellow pigment that I already have there. While outlining it, I'm using a lot of pressure to release a lot of pigment, and while coloring it, I'm just applying slight pressure. Then I will take this light blue and work on that outer oval of my shell. I will outline it, and then from the outer part of the shell, I'm going to add a small amount of that light blue color as well. It should look something like this. Then I will take this turquoise, and if you don't have turquoise, just mix green and blue. And I will apply it on the top of that outer oval. After that, I will take this darker brown and outline each of these little cloudy shapes that are on the flippers. All of them, outlining completely. After that, I will take this yellow again and apply same pigment on the nose of my turtle. Then I will take this black and fill the eye completely with this black pigment. Then I will take this olive green and apply it in the middle of the inside of each of these cloudy shaped outlines. And then I will apply this olive green everywhere the limbs start. Head, flippers, just adding a little bit of a shadow here. Now we are almost done, but I still want to add a little bit of this light blue to all the parts of the limbs. As you can see, just adding a little bit of pigment, not a lot, just a little. And now it's time to take your water and brushes and some paper towels and let's work on this. You can even take a smaller brush, but I like to use this one. And here I didn't focus well with my camera, but don't worry, I will speed up this part because there is a part where I realize that my camera is out of focus and I will focus it better. And this is where I will explain to you how you can do this in two ways. Okay, here you can do it the way that you will start with the dark outline and work towards that yellow pigment in between, as you can see me doing now. Or you can do it oppositely. Also, always clean your brush between each part of the shell, as you can see me doing now. Or you can do it this way. You will start from the yellow and you will work toward the dark blue and then mix in the middle, just like this. There are two ways how you can do it. I prefer the one where I start with the yellow in the middle, then the outline of that part of the shell, and then mix everything together again. As you can see, I always dump my brush into water and then I try to get rid of the excess water on my brush because we are using bullet journal paper. And this one is thick, but it can't bear that amount of water. I don't want my page to be totally wrinkled. Now, let's work on that outer layer, so we will work from the outside to the inside. We will go over that outline first and then completely mix everything together. So, let's do it again. Outline first and then mix everything together. And you can see that these three colors, that turquoise, light blue and that light brown that we added at the beginning, are creating really nice colors when they are mixed together with water and the pigment is activated. For the hind flippers, just dump your brush in water and that's basically it. For those four flippers, first color inside of the clouds and then work on that part under it. As you can see here, I added a little bit more water than I should, but it still looks okay, I think. Okay, now the head. Here work really slowly around the eye because you don't want that dark pigment out of the eye, because it will look like a little creepy turtle. And then with just a small amount of water, activated black pigment as well. Okay, turtle is done. Now I will quickly draw waves around my turtle. I will use 3 blues, light blue, turquoise and dark blue, and I will speed up this part of the video because this is not why you are here. You are here to see 10 days weekly spread design, and also the main goal why you are here, I guess, is that you can see how to draw and color in a turtle. That part is already done. And I will just quickly speed up this part of the video where I am just drawing waves and coloring them in. And with a bigger brush, I will mix those colors all together. And here, as you can see, I added more water than paper could absorb nicely. This is why my page is starting to be a little bit wrinkled. But this is something that you can still work with. You will just close your journal for a little bit and wait for it to dry under pressure. Okay, now I will just mark where I should draw my dates, daily logs, and I will mix the pigments that this acrylic marker has completely, and then I will just write down dates with this dark blue Ohuhu marker B92. And I don't want to draw boxes here. I think it's going to look much better if I don't have boxes here. This is why I went just with this easy setup. Here I left it a little bit to dry and also pressed it a little bit so that part where I have turtle and waves is not as wrinkly as before. And now I will add some more details. Let's start with the white acrylic marker, Ohuhu with a brush pen. And I will add slight lines on my waves and also some wiggly lines as foam on my waves. And I am still thinking whether I should outline this turtle or not. Please leave me a comment down below if you would think that I should add outlines to that turtle or not. Maybe it will pop a little bit more if I add outlines to it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you would do. And if I do it, then I will film a short of it so you can see at the end how it looks like and if you like it or not. Now I will write down this quote. Turtles teach us that being slow and steady can win life's biggest races. I will use this point part of this dual tip marker in blue to write it in calligraphy. Turtles teach us that. Then in caps lock, being slow, and then again in calligraphy, steady can win lives, and then biggest races with this dark blue acrylic marker, so I have different fonts on different heights. And yeah, this spread is completely done. Let's look at what we have created together. As you can see here, we have 6 daily logs on the left and 4 daily logs on the right. And now all of the 3 weeks that are ahead of us in August will be 7-day weekly logs. Here at the bottom we have our little turtle where we nicely activated that pigment with water. Then we have this quote. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to support and be part of this family. And also, leave me a comment down below if you have any other ideas what I can show you how I do it, and I will be happy to share my experiences and my techniques with you. And maybe they can be helpful for you as well. And I will see you next Friday. Bye!